Namaste, friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot, and I am here to do the zodiac readings for April 2022, and this will be for the sign of Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Cross-Watcher, since the energies can be reversed, as this is a general read. If you would like a personal reading, please connect with me in the email in the description. So I'm just giving a quick shuffle. I've already pre-shuffled, but just want to give a quick shuffle for get an intuitive feel of what decks have messages for this reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Cross-Watchers. It is April 2nd. I want to finish up these zodiac readings, so get these out to you. We're still in the new moon in Aries energy, and boy, wasn't that delightful. A little bit of tension, a big rise in kind of combative energy, and then all of a sudden, release. So, very grateful for the release. So, all right, so we're going to get started. I will tell you the decks I use as I pull them, and we're going to start off with the Sacred Destiny. Nope, actually, no, I'm not. They said this one. Okay, so this is Spirit Messages from John Holland. So for Cancer, April 2022, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Cross-Watchers. Okay. Hello from heaven. Your loved one in the spirit world wants to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. They know you've been thinking of them, and they are sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love you, to prove that they are with you at this time. So look for butterflies, feathers, coins, dragonflies, anything if you're thinking about a loved one who is passed on. They are contributing to this reading. Yeah, because ancestral wisdom. So somebody that is passed on is participating in this reading in order to give you some wisdom, ancestral wisdom, possibly a heads up. Okay, so this is now the Sacred Destiny. So you needed to know that this is coming from someone that you're connected to. So this is the Sacred Destiny by Denise Lynn. Messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Cross-Watchers. Taking risks. So if there is an endeavor that you are contemplating, that you are kind of feeling compelled to bring forward, this might be the time. With this Aries energy and wonders. So taking that risk, those risks may bring in some sort of divine support. But keep an eye on synchronicities. Really focus on, I mean, when they catch your attention, they're catching your attention for a reason. So we're going to use the Angel Tarot. Okay, well, we have the Queen of Cups and the Sun. Relationships develop to a new level. Trust your intuition. So if your intuition is telling you to take these risks, this is part of this message for you. And this is brilliant new ideas, and have confidence in yourself with the Sun card. So taking this risk is, you're being encouraged. That's part of this message, whatever it is that you are trying to bring forward. Oh, and then we have the Eight of Wands. Things may start really moving forward, happening for a reason. I mean, really, really fast-paced energy. And then this is ego. Make sure that you're not being consumed by some negative or fear-based thinking that might block some of this really fast movement or wonders coming in. Six of Pentacles and the King of Air. Speak your mind. And this may be receiving a loan for this endeavor. So this could be for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, either one. But if you are Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Cross Watcher, you're being guided from somebody in your in the spirit world who is trying to, if your twin has passed on, they're trying to collaborate with you. It feels like, you know, you've been thinking about doing something, creating something, starting a new endeavor is what it feels like. And you've got this Queen of Cups. Follow your intuition. Happy outcome. You've got some absolutely bright light, supportive energy coming in to help you in this endeavor. This really feels like it's somebody whose twin has passed on. Or, I don't know, with that ancestral wisdom card, it could be a grandfather. So what I'm feeling. Or father figure. So anyway, don't get into fear-based thinking, because that could really delay some things, but you're being very divinely supported. So, you know, make this decision from a balanced energy. All right. King of Wands. Take the action. Focus. You're really, really motivated to move forward on this. All right, I'm going to use the traditional Rider-Waite. This is an interesting reading. I'm not feeling, I'm feeling more Divine Masculine energy here. But we have the Queen of Cups, the King of Air. So the King of Swords, the Queen of Cups. It's almost like thoughts and emotions. And the Queen of Swords in the challenge position. So we have the King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Feels like there's communication between, there's truth being spoken. Queen of Pentacles. A lot of people involved here. Okay, there's the Four of Pentacles. Flew right over this ego. It's in the reverse. We have this Queen of Pentacles. Don't resist help. There's somebody being sent in. Oh, here's the King of Swords again. Wow. Lots of royalty in this card, in this reading. Okay, so we have the Six of Swords. Good. Okay. All right, so we have the Queen of Cups, the King of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords isn't sharing her emotions. King of Swords is in the upright both times and being very decisive in speaking their truth. Queen of Swords is having a little problem sharing her emotions. She's more demonstrating. Could also be focused on money right now, feeling like she needs to build up her wealth. But once she starts sharing her emotion, maybe she's so concerned about money that she's not able to really focus on her emotional state right now. But once she starts to open up, things will move forward. The Empress in the challenge position. So we're missing the Queen of Wands. Page of Wands and the Three of Swords. Okay, so what I'm feeling kind of right now, the way these cards are coming out, and I don't usually do any kind of set format. I just let them come out the way I intuitively feel. So what it feels right now is that we have the feminine side and the masculine side. And it feels like with the feminine side, she's a little, I'm just going to say, uptight. She's she's challenged herself to create something. That's why I'm surprised I'm not seeing the Queen of Wands. I see the King of Wands here. But it's like she's got this inspiration, she wants to run with it, but she's so focused on that she's not really paying attention to expressing her emotions. And it's it feels like there's been something that's bothering her. It's not a major thing, but it's like something's bothering her emotionally with the Divine Masculine, but she just can't focus on it right now. Whereas the Divine Masculine is in this really balanced energy. He's just really feeling positive about his truth now. Very stable energy in that truth. But then it feels like there's this little disconnect between them. And things kind of got a little derailed as far as advancement, because a little bit of ego on both sides. Yeah, Ten of Wands. So it feels like the Divine Feminine was kind of like, I'm really gonna focus on my pentacles right now because I got to save some money in order to bring this endeavor. And I really feel like the Divine Feminine is just really, really focused on this, and it's really consuming her, so she's not really focused on her emotions or this connection. The Divine Masculine is just kind of waiting. He's standing and waiting in his truth. He sees this and he's supportive of it. He actually admires her for what she's doing. Remember, it's energy, not gender. But he's kind of waiting for things to move forward. Yeah, Eight of Wands, see? He's just sitting here, standing in his truth. I mean, he's just sitting in his truth, waiting. Waiting for the right time. Willing to help the Divine Feminine if she reaches out. Yeah, Three of Cups, see? It's union energy for me. He's waiting. And he's like, you know, I'm here. I'm ready to help. Just let me know. Aha. Empress in the reverse. Right, flew right over the Divine Feminine in this kind of this challenge. She's just not. And in this Empress card, she's waiting, but the expression on her face is like she's just, she's very preoccupied. So she's very preoccupied with this endeavor. And the Divine Masculine is just waiting to provide some support. If she asks, if she reaches out. Here we have the Four of Swords. You know, willing to, you know, help her work through some of the challenges she's having. There's the Hangman. He's just in that pause energy. He's just waiting. So Divine Feminine, if you are connected to your Divine Masculine and you want to really get this off the ground, you might need his help. You might need to ask. Eight of Swords. Eight of Wands, Eight of Swords. He doesn't feel like he can reach out. The Divine Masculine doesn't feel like he can reach out. Feels like you're going to be offended. Like he doesn't think you can do it by yourself. The Hermit. Yeah, she's in that kind of hermit mode. Just really focused on, there's the Five of Swords. That is kind of sabotaging. It's in the challenge position. And the Four of Pentacles. And the upright this time. He's resisting reaching out to offer help. She's resisting asking for help. So they're really not getting anywhere right now. There's the Seven of Swords. A lot of swords. A lot of thinking going on as far as the Divine Masculine is concerned. Divine Feminine's really focused on bringing something into fruition. I'm going to use the Crystal Visions deck and clarify. What in the world? It's like both of you are so caught up in your thoughts. That's why that Ego card is there. That's the Devil card, but it's just in this card it's ego, because his ego won't let him reach out, even though he's in balanced energy, and her ego won't ask for help. In the world. Eight of Cups. For some reason, you guys aren't really thinking about the connection. Your ego has kind of taken over. Three of Pentacles. All you have to do is reach out. One of you reach out. That way you guys can work together. Form this partnership. It is already a spiritual partnership. The Empress again. We've got the Empress in the challenge position 3 times. This would move forward so much easier. This Empress energy, Empress, and this, you're trying to give birth to this, but the problem is you're not acting like an Empress. You're not reaching out to ask for help. And in order to bring this into fruition, to bring this to life, you might need to. You might need the Divine Masculine's help. If you're in that kind of communication energy, which this next phase is all about open communication, being in balanced energy, healed energy, and starting to work together. Which is a relief. There's the Six of Cups. There we go. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Cups. She's like, you know, I'm not really ready. Divine Feminine feels like she's not really ready to move toward that kind of committed Ten of Cups relationship, because she really is focusing on this endeavor. And it's kind of pissing the Divine Masculine off, because he's like, I'm here, I'm willing to help. This is Psychic Tarot by John Holland. What's going on in this connection? This is crazy. Hope. Heal. Yeah, Star card. What I heard is get over it. You know, work together. Divine Feminine, you know, I know it's hard to ask for help. Divine Masculine, I know it's hard to offer. It's like, yeah, new beginnings. Okay, so after a little bit of conflict, you know, feels like there's a little bit of a discussion. Like, feels like the Divine Feminine's just being really resistant to asking for help. Mental conflict, didn't I just say? Back and forth and back and forth, back and forth. She wants to ask for help in a way because it's important to her, but she also wants, she feels like it might compromise her independence. It might make her feel or look needy. Okay, so there's a Four of Foundations and Achievements. Four of Pentacles. And in this, it's stability. Bottom of the deck, patience. Let's pull the Some Neo Tarot. So it feels like if the Divine Feminine would accept help from the Divine Masculine, it's going to bring some stability to the relationship. It feels like he needs to feel valued for his ability to help. Take it how it resonates, but this is an interesting reading. Five of Wands. Lots of fives. Feels like that's the shift that needs to happen. Need to put aside the ego. Eight of Cups. Think about the spiritualness that kind of in that meaningful emotional energy. Four of Cups. In this deck, the Four of Cups is somebody really carrying some emotions, but they're balanced. So there's in this deck, it's like stable emotions. There's some emotional stability. Once you get to the spiritual, if you can look at this from a spiritual perspective and realize that you guys are connected and working together. Here's that Knight of Cups, yeah. If he makes the offer, accept it. It feels like the Divine Masculine is making the offer of help. The Divine Feminine doesn't want to accept it. Eight of Swords, yeah. She's really kind of afraid that it's going to compromise her independence. That's her ego. Bottom of the deck. Ace of Coins. There's a new opportunity here if you guys could just kind of reach out to each other. Holy cow. This is the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. The Keeper of the Scales, Fairness and Balance. That is a 38 card, which is an 11. This is like this Temperance card. Here, she's planting the seed to watch it grow. Kind of feels very Empressy energy because she's planting this seed, and this is what this taking this risk is. And patience, but underneath that is the World card. But Keeper of the Scales is also the energy of keeping score. So it feels as though she's afraid that this is going to put her in debt to the Divine Masculine. Probably why she feels that might compromise her independence. the well watcher, wisdom and power of the divine. Both kind of feminine energy, this very page energy. So with these hello from heaven and ancestral wisdom, it feels as though you're getting support for this endeavor. They're trying to help guide you, but the divine feminine is really resistant to help. And the divine masculine is making the offer to help. And she feels like it might compromise her independence. And this is what's kind of blocking it. There's an opportunity for you guys to come together and work together and start this new emotional foundation. But you got to give up the egos. The divine masculine to me feels like his ego's getting a little bruised. But it's the divine feminine's ego that is creating the blockage. Let's see. Anything else need to come out? Yeah, I guess this one. Okay. And it's been sabotaging the whole connection. That's 7 of Swords, 5 of Swords, creating some sort of conflict. It's unnecessary. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, this could affect your Page of Cups. He makes this offer. You know, it's just kind of an initial, and I'll just give an example. Really kind of perfect example. Recently my twin reached out and offered to help me. And I was like, wait a minute, I've offered to help you and you've never taken me up on it. How is it, can I accept help from you? And that was about the ego, when I should have just said, wow, thank you so much. You know, I'll be happy to take the help. Yeah, 4 of Swords. You know, come at this from a healed position. This is the time that a lot of the twins are coming together to start their mission. But both have to be open and receptive to the efforts of the other. Yeah, strength. 8. Lots of 8s. The secret to healing. It feels like the connection is healed. I think it's the divine feminine has really got caught up in this endeavor, and it's really kind of, her ego's getting a little in the way, which is affecting the divine masculine's ego, because he really wants to help. He really wants to be this King of Wands and like, hey, look, I'm here. I can contribute. I can partner with you and do this. But then the divine feminine feels like that's compromising her independence, and she's going to be in debt to the divine masculine, so she's being very resistant. There's the Magician on the bottom of the deck. I'm going to use the Prediction Tarot again. Feels like there's more to this story. What's going on? Anything else Cancer needs to know? Got the 10 of Wands twice. Time to let that shit go. You know, why carry the burden alone? Yeah, Devil in reverse. Now we're turning this toxic energy into something productive. Why struggle with this burden on by yourself when you can get a little bit of support? Death. You want to transform this? You're going to have to put your ego aside and say, gladly, I'll accept the help. Which is the Ace of Swords. That's truth. That's moving forward. But that confirms what I was saying. When the Ace of Swords comes out when I'm saying something, it confirms the truth of it. And there's the 9 of Swords. Oh, look at that. I didn't even see that with Temperance. Yeah. Come from a really balanced energy. Okay, and in this card, the Temperance is, if you can see kind of the angel wings behind her. This is the message from your loved one, is be willing to accept this help. Be willing to be emotionally receptive instead of egoic. Six of Swords. That will move things into a calmer, you'll be calmer. You'll feel better if you're willing to accept help, and let the Divine Masculine contribute. Remember, his role is to support you too, not just you to support him. Okay, so for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Cross Watchers, that's what's happening. April 2022. I'll leave it there. Namaste.